Why you been so distant, babe? You know you drive me crazy. Been thinking about you lately. You been insinuating, cause you don't think that you don't think I can change. You don't really want me this way. From the very start, you know you always had your way. And I make one mistake. I'm sorry if I ever broke your heart. I'm sorry if I tore this thing apart.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Let Me Speak podcast. And as always, you already know, I am your host, Yo Deasia. And today I got a very amazing guest from R&B singer from Oakland. Y'all give it up for my man, O. Henry. What is going
What's
on?
happening?
25 years old,
Come
killing
on
it,
now.
killing the game.
Come on now.
What's going on with you?
Right now, man, you know, blessed right now. Just dropped the project. Life is good. I've been waiting for this to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, so it's been feeling good. Project My Turn to Be King.
I was just about to ask. I want to tell us about that, My Turn to Be King, like that title and everything.
Man, so
strong title.
I named the project after my last name.
Okay.
You feel me? So my last name means My Turn to Be King. I'm Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I really wanted to, you know, have a title, like a self-title of my name, because like it's a purpose to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
I like
very
that.
powerful to me. It means a lot to me. So, you know.
What about this album? What does that what does that mean to you? The process and putting. I know you put a lot of love and effort into this. So
Man, come on now. Like,
let's talk about that.
really with this, I just wanted to be different. You feel me? Just kind of like, instead of just singing R&B about just about love, you know what I'm saying? I really wanted to like speak about the things I've been through in my life. You
Right.
feel me?
I
So
like
like
that.
the different events I went through, you know, I don't want to give too much away because I want people to listen
Right.
to it. But
I
like
feel you.
the different events I went through, you feel me, growing up, and like the effects of like losing someone, how that shit, you know,
Right.
how that shit felt, you know what I mean? And also I just wanted to talk about like the meaning of my last name, where I come from. So I got my pops on there on a little skit,
Mm-hmm.
you feel me?
I like that.
And then the interlude, kind of just want to break things up, just play piano and just talk about like different sacrifices and like that you got to deal with chasing your dreams.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. The sacrifices you got to make chasing your dreams. Yes. Tell us about where you from. So tell us about being.
You me, come
From
on. I'm from Oakland. I'm from the
Oakland.
town for real.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what
I
I'm
love
saying?
Oakland. I love the Bay.
I'm from the town.
I love the Bay. I'm originally from Florida, and I always tell people if I didn't live in LA, I would want to move to the Bay. If it wasn't LA, it would have to be the Bay.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I be missing the Bay so much.
I know you do.
For real.
But yeah, let's talk about growing up out there. How was that?
Man, you feel me? It was definitely eventful. You know what I mean? Like,
To say the least, huh?
definitely eventful. A lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of culture. Like,
Right. That's why I love it.
I'm glad I'm from Oakland. I'm proud to say I'm from Oakland because this shit really built the person I am today.
Mhm.
You feel me? Just everything you go through, you know what I'm saying? It's about how you answer what you go through. It's how you bring yourself up. You feel me? But also, like, it's a lot of good in Oakland too. You feel
Yeah.
me? Just like the culture, like the music culture.
Yes.
You feel me? Like,
Y'all bring a lot to the
man,
table.
like I'm a musician first. You feel me? So I used to grow up like playing with people in church. You feel me? Playing with people, just other like kids who like music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like I always grew up like playing an instrument. You feel me?
What brought you to LA? Music?
LA, it was definitely music.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you like it in comparison?
Man, to be
I know
honest,
it's different.
Like, to be honest, I love it though, cause it's
yeah.
like where I'm from, it's slow out there. Like it's like slow speed. Like I always say, like a week back home is like already a month then passed out here.
No,
feel
dead
me?
ass. I feel you. Yeah. But
Like,
you know what? Like,
shit move quick out here.
it's not as quick, but it's not as quick as like New York per se.
No, it's not as quick as New York.
That's why I like it.
But it's definitely fast paced. Like
For sure.
definitely quicker than like Oakland. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
for sure.
As far as making shit happen, it's all about how you tweak it, because people from here, they used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I come from Oakland, like, you feel me? There's not a lot of opportunities like that.
Right.
So I'm out here, I'm able to really hustle. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
So,
a lot of
like,
opportunities here in LA.
I just
How,
hustling, really.
how long you been out here?
I've been out here officially 2019,
Okay.
and then the pandemic hit 2020, and it
Fucked
was
everybody
like,
up.
damn.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm really getting to really enjoy it now. But, like, I did enjoy it, though, 2019. For me, it was crazy.
Right. Yeah. It's always
crazy.
something in LA.
And then the pandemic hit, it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I feel it. Okay, so let's get into it. So I want to ask you, I know you're Nigerian, right? So I always ask my guests, what does it mean to them being a black man? Because majority of the time I interview black men. So not just being a black man, but being a Nigerian black man. What does that mean to you? Why is that important?
Man, it's super important, and it really means a lot to me, really, because it's powerful to me that I get to connect with my roots. You know, I actually get to know where I come from. You know? I know I come from royalty, from kings and queens, for real, like dead ass, like, and that's why I go by Young King Henry on the ground. I would be King Henry, but somebody got it trademarked. I went all the way. I was like, yeah, I need that, but you know,
no, I feel it.
Had to deal with that, but you know, like it's royalty, like knowing like I'm Nigerian and I come from that, because a lot of people, you feel me, African American, we're blinded. We're only taught like we only know what we're taught basically. You feel me? And a lot of people don't know where they come from. They can't trace back their roots. Like, no, like, damn, my people come from Nigeria, or my people come from Ghana or Kenya. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And it's like, because back in the day, like, you know, America is not our home. You know that we was brought here. We was brought here. Our names were taken away from us. And basically, we were dehumanized.
Yes, definitely.
We weren't even treated as humans no more. You know what I mean? And then we're given slave names. You feel me? From our slave owners.
Right.
And that passes on. You know what I'm saying? So people really don't know the identity come from, and we're lost from it. And like, they used to make fun of Africans. You feel me? Growing up, I used to get made fun of.
And I was gonna ask, how was that? Yeah, how'd you deal with that? Yeah.
What? It was crazy. But like, I'm one of them people. Like, I was funny. Like, I was getting on. I was getting on niggas. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting on niggas growing up.
Got to.
So like, you feel me? Like, I always defended my name. My pops told me what the meaning of my last name was. And I was able to go to Nigeria when I was younger.
I was going to ask you if you've ever
been.
So,
like, I've been a couple times.
How was that? I want to go to just any part of Africa. But I actually found out that I forgot the percentage that I took that did Ancestry. I think I want to say it was 30% Nigerian or something. Sure. I know I'm some part of Nigerian, so.
Man, it's a lot of Nigerians out here. You feel me?
Yes, but no, yeah. Tell me about that. How is it being out there? I want to go so bad and experience that. Man, I know it's beautiful.
It's definitely beautiful, but it's really inspiring because you see how much they have compared to what we have here, and how much we take for granted, and how lazy we are.
Yes.
And like, it changed the whole perspective of how I live. Like, I don't even care about none of this shit, material shit that a lot of people die for out here. You know what I mean? Just for validation and shit like that, just for looks. Even if you can't afford it, it's just to feel rich. Like, bro, you got to be rich within. You know what I mean?
That.
You buy all this shit to make you feel rich, but you're never going to be rich within. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, like, these people out here, like, we take a lot of shit for granted. You feel me? Just the lights being on right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, out there, they take light. Like, it's nothing. Like, you have electricity right now, gone the next second. You got to have a generator. You feel me? And it's really no mid-class. It's really, you really got it or you don't got it. And then you see the people who don't got it, the hustle crazy. The hustle crazy with nothing, though. Like, the way they make shit happen with nothing. You know what I mean? It's humbling. Just so inspiring to me. And I just come back, I'm over here, I'm like, what am I going to complain about?
Right.
Like, you feel me? I got to make shit happen. If they making shit happen out there with nothing, I'm about to make shit crack. Come on.
Man, I got to get out there. I want to see that so bad. I want to just experience it.
It's dope.
Man. But it's so crazy that you said, you know, you mentioned that, you know, you're able to know where you come from, you know, who you are. And it's funny because I ran across a clip of Nipsey yesterday. And now we know, we all know Nipsey's, the anniversary of his death was recently March 31st, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And I want to get into a little bit more about, you know, his death. But in the video that I saw of him, he was basically saying that he was saying how, you know, he was intelligent and he's a smart guy, but he was saying he never was really the one who was into school. But he said, you know, I'd rather pick up a book and learn about myself on my own and something that I'm interested in. He said, because I can't learn about anything else if I don't even know about myself. And it was just so crazy because it's pretty much what you just said. And it was just wild. But speaking on him, though, I want to talk about how his death has affected us as a culture and how I feel like it's affected us, the hoods and all that. Do you feel like it has?
It definitely has. I honestly, really, I just feel like we just lost a great we lost a great teacher too, though. Like a great example. You feel me? He was setting an example of the way he did, especially what he did with selling his album for $100.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? He was just showing people like entrepreneur, like be an entrepreneur, be your own boss. Like everything he was doing, the moves with the store.
Right.
It was more than just his merch. It was his line now.
Mm-hmm.
Just his whole brand. I'm going to sell my shit like this. You know what I mean? Then he connected with Idris Sandu to do the tech stuff. Like he like that the first thing like that, bringing everything in AR so you can see everything in front of you, mixed reality. Right. You know what I mean? Like he was very smart.
Yeah.
But he was setting an example too, though. You feel me? It was a great example for most rappers, because most rappers out here don't know what to do with their money. Out here catting off. You feel me? He was really showing an example of how to like take it to the next level. You feel me? Like he was even doing it in a way like, you know how they got Jay-Z. You see Jay-Z doing his thing, Kanye doing his thing, but it was different coming from Nipsey.
No, for sure.
It felt different. You know what I mean? Because it was coming from a real place. Like you could just feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like when he spoke, definitely. You feel me? He was trying to just give game off rip.
And piggybacking off what you said, you know, I feel like he also, like within talking about him, how his death affected the hoods. You know, I always say that one of the things that I love is that he was creating jobs in the hoods for people. And it's like, you know, people don't realize that he was creating, like he's opening up things, you know, to help these people in his hoods to, you know, to get jobs. And we don't have that. And I feel like he was also such a bright light within our hoods, you know. And once we lost him, I feel like a lot of us lost hope, you know, in certain aspects, you know, because it was tough losing him. That shit was tough. Yeah.
That shit was tough. I know, especially for the city of LA. Mm-hmm. That like that's different. Like I'm from the Bay, you feel me? So I didn't feel that pain as much as everybody else from here, though. You feel me? But you could when I was like you could just sense it. It was
so impactful for somebody who millions of people have never met. But his death was so impactful. It was like almost losing somebody who was a close family member. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's how much he impacted the hood. But before I get all emotional, sentimental, let's keep it rolling. So we all know Will Smith and this whole Chris Rock thing. Now, honestly, when it came out, I'm not even gonna front. I was tired of hearing about it, but I got to speak on it. Man. What do you think, just off top, about that whole situation?
Man, that shit. First off, man, when it first came out, that shit was crazy.
That shit was wild.
It was funny for a second, though. You know what I mean? But really thinking back on it and stuff like that, like. I honestly felt like Will shouldn't have did what he did. You know,
I don't think he should have did it in front of all those people on stage like that. Yeah,
like, it's just the stage he was on, like the eyes that was on it, and who he represents, which is us.
Right, exactly.
He represents us. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So it was a selfish moment to him, for him. And then first off, like I feel like it has to do with like more so just self-control. Mm-hmm. It was just really the self-control, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
But on Mama's, Chris Rock was he was out of pocket.
Exactly my point. Exactly, I was gonna say
he was out of pocket though, for real. And it's just like really, it's annoying though, cause it's like a black brother's supposed to build up the black woman,
exactly,
then tear her down. It's really us that we the ones that gotta. Come on now, we supposed to protect our black women.
Thank you. Say that. Say that again.
we the ones who do the most damage.
Say that.
Literally, we're the ones who do the most damage, and we're supposed to be the ones to protect our women. For real.
Right.
It's crazy.
I 100,000% totally agree with you, but you know, I feel like Will Smith. No, I don't think he should have hit him in front of those people. But I mean, in the same breath, I understand his anger towards it. You know, and I feel like a lot of times we do, as people, humans. We do stuff out of anger, and we're like, fuck. Right after, like, fuck, I shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean?
Nah, on Mamas, we definitely do things out of anger, but at the same time, so I said it's just self-control. It's no excuse, bro. You know exactly who's watching. It's the Oscars.
So do you think that, because I feel that Will Smith has been dealing with a lot when it comes to this whole Jada situation. Everybody on the internet has been poking fun at him because, you know, with the whole Tupac situation, the August Alsina situation, all this, that, and the third. So I feel like his mental health is also not up to par. Do you feel like that played anything into what he did, his actions?
I don't think so. I feel like sometimes we like to use mental health
as a crutch.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I honestly just feel like it was just self-control. More so just self-control, you feel me? And like,
And I only asked that
people
because
could say like that about oh, it's had enough, like it's time for him to do something because all this out seeing all this stuff like that. But a respectable man, his level, like things like that shouldn't even bother
agreed.
you.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
shouldn't even bother
it was
you.
just been such a circulating thing that people has been saying that because of what they say. Oh, he's had enough. That's why. But I mean,
it's like it shouldn't even bother him. More so, just like bro, like hell, that shit in person,
Right.
lights off.
Right.
You feel
Yeah.
me? You know what's up. You know what's up. Like bro, we see all these people. It's
Definitely.
good. You know, like that was one of them pussy moves. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like Chris Rock, that was
right.
you was catting off. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm gonna catch you though. It's one of them. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you gotta do.
I feel you.
You feel me?
Now,
Because like I don't know, it was disrespectful. For sure.
It was no, for sure. It was out of pocket. But I do, going back to what you said, and I'm so glad you touched on it before I even got to bring it up, is that I think this is a great example of not protecting the black woman enough. I mean, I honestly feel like the black woman, she's not protected enough, period. But like you said, you know, by the black man, and it cracks me up because like these people are like, I don't know who it was, the comedian. Did you hear about him? He was a white comedian. He was like, the bitch is bald, something like that, calling her out her name, and I'm like. I don't know his name. He's not that relevant because he's not a well-known name. But it's just like, you know, why? Like, why call her out of her name? And then, like you said, going back to Chris Rock, like, we the black man, why is it that they don't protect us, protect the black woman enough? Why do you feel that is?
I really don't know, but I honestly feel like it's just like because they know they can make money from it.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, you know, people be selling out. Like, they got people like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got to have the people. There's always going to be somebody saying something.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to have somebody stand up. Like, more examples of that. Like, standing up for our black women. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's always going to say something.
For sure.
That's just like, you can't control everybody. But once they see more people protecting, then people might stop. Because they don't want nobody, Oprah said something. Oh, shoot. Oh, LeBron said something. I can't say that no more.
Right.
You feel me? Like, once more people that's why people understand, like, you got to utilize your platform. That's why I know
I was just about to say that.
I'm a whole different type of artist. Like, when it's that time, because my time is definitely coming right now.
Yes.
When it's that time, I'm only going to promote positive things, like, and lifting up people. Like, you got to stand up for people. You got to stand up for what's right.
Right.
You feel me? That's the only, like, you got the influence.
Mm-hmm.
Influence the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
now, I want to ask, do you think they're getting a little out of control with how, like, they're handling his punishment? Because I feel like some of the stuff, it's like, to go as far as taking, like, you know, putting his movies on pause and stuff like that. And then, another comedian, Amy Schumer, I don't know if you're familiar with her, the white girl. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was just like, I get he slapped him. It was bad, whatever. But she wrote this tweet and she was like, I'm so traumatized by the events that, like, I was like, traumatized? Like, bro, y'all mean to act like you ain't never seen somebody slap somebody? Like, and it was just, I just feel like they're making it so extreme, but it was a slap.
It was definitely a slap. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to have, there's a consequence for every action.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's just paying those consequences for his actions. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And honestly, it's like however they gonna take it, you know they gonna try to stretch it. Mm-hmm. He's a black man at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like,
definitely.
You already know. Like, you just gotta
target's already on you.
Eat them punches for right now.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
OT Genesis made a good comment. He said, would Chris Rock's joke like gotten the same like reaction from everybody because everybody's saying it was just a joke? Would it have been that same reaction from them if he would have been making a joke about transgender people? It would have been way much more of an uproar. I feel like it would have been so much more commotion if he would have made a joke about transgender people.
Probably though.
But he made a joke about a black woman. It was like, it was just a joke. You know what I mean? Like, It's crazy to me.
I definitely would have been different. It would have definitely been a different dynamic.
For sure.
Me? Definitely would have been a different dynamic.
Yeah, but it's sad. And then, yeah. So yeah, moving on. Now I was reading something, and everybody always talks about Florida. I'm from Florida. I know we always in the news for some bullshit, but actually Florida, they have a new law that's passing that basically making high school students, in order to graduate, they have to take financial literacy courses. And these courses would basically teach them things like credit score usage, how to use credit cards the right way, and like taxes and, doing your taxes. So I think that's amazing. And I think, what do you think about that?
I think that's amazing. For real. I feel like they needed that even when I was in school.
Right.
You feel me? I didn't feel like the whole United States needs to adopt that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every school should do that.
Yeah.
Every kid should learn that, especially in high school, right before you go to college.
Yeah.
So you can start building your credit when you go to
Right.
college, or whatever you do. Even if you don't go to college, you want to start a business or you want to become an artist or whatever you decide to do. It's good to know how to open up a bank account,
Mm-hmm.
what type of bank account to get, what type of loans to
Yep.
get, everything like that. Like, you learn that in high school, then everything else is gonna be smooth.
Right. And I also think it's amazing especially for our young brothers and sisters growing up, because our generation, a lot of times, we're not taught, how to use things how to use our money the right way. Yeah. We're not taught to invest our money. We're not taught to, make sure that we have things like generational wealth. And I think it's just, it's amazing. So, I mean, shout out to Florida.
Shout out to Florida, for real. Y'all starting something.
Right.
Y'all starting something for real. Might have to take this to Biden. Have him do something good.
Right.
For us.
I want to ask you, let's talk about him real quick. Do you feel like he's done anything for the Black community since he's been in office?
I don't think so.
Me neither.
I don't think he's done anything. I feel like everything he said was cap.
Well, now, dead ass, for sure. Now, do you think we were in a better state when Trump was in office compared to Biden and the state that we're in now?
I mean, I feel like as far as being protected as a country, yes. Mm-hmm. But another thing is Biden's so quiet, you don't even know what he's doing.
Right.
You just hear something like, oh, he did that. Trump was like, at least you can keep an eye on Trump because he's so loud, you know exactly what he's doing.
Loud, yeah.
Sometimes it be the quiet ones that kind of you got to keep your eye on, you feel me? But as far as like being protected as the United States, man, Trump was crazy. We didn't need him behind there. He would press that button in seconds, try to start another whole different type of war. But
yep,
they both know good.
Oh, for sure.
They both know
him
good.
And I mean Kamala. I was proud as a Black woman she was VP, but I mean she really did nothing for us,
I mean, Kamala, I'm proud she being a Black VP, but
yeah.
she wasn't necessarily always an angel herself.
Exactly, yes.
She put
a lot of
black people behind bars
for some nonsense
in the Bay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't that out there in the Bay?
In the Bay, in Frisco.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I know it's crazy. A lot of people fail to realize that. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to us educating ourselves, and you
gotta know a little son. You gotta keep up what's going on in the world. You feel me?
And we don't, though. As a community, we don't. Like a majority of us don't.
I mean, it's you should.
We should.
I mean, especially now today. Like, you want to know as much as you can because the world is constantly changing, especially during this time right now.
Yes, definitely. I want to ask though. So, what's going on with you with 2022? What can we expect from you this year?
2022, and you're gonna expect a lot of visuals from this project.
We're ready to see them.
A lot of visuals coming from this project, performing more. Can't say too much, but it might be opening up for a couple artists on a couple tours. I'm performing more, and I'm working on an Afrobeat project right now. I'm gonna be dropping in the summer. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm excited for that. Look out for that, y'all. But I want to ask. Let's talk about your process from when. How long have you been doing music? You said.
Well, I've been a musician since I was 4 years old.
Yay high.
I started on African drums.
Oh, that's right. That's dope. That is so dope. But I want to ask you to take us through your process of or to reflect back on where you were from let's say 5-10 years ago in comparison to where you are now. Like how has that journey been for you?
Journey been crazy. I learned a lot. I learned a lot through experiences, and just a lot of people telling me I wasn't good enough. You feel me? I always use that as fuel. You feel me? Because I always believe in myself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I always just had raw talent.
Right.
I just couldn't stop doing shit musically, everything. So you feel me? It was more so just pushing myself the extra mile, really putting the work in. When you really put that work in, everything really comes up. I literally came up from just playing drums, make sure I was reading music, I was playing keys, everything. I got a full scholarship to Berklee College of Music.
Wow.
I went out there as a drummer, and then I majored in music business management because I was like, I know so much to perform. Like, you feel me? Like, I was in a band called Pop Life with Kaylani, Dylan
wow.
Wiggins, Zendaya used to be there in the house.
Damn,
First,
that's
people don't even know that it was Kaylani and Zendaya for the spot. I swear.
That's wild.
It was me, my boy Dylan, my boy Denzel. We started the band at this spot called IB's in downtown at the school. We was like, we need to pick some singers. Like, who's gonna
That's wild.
who's gonna be the lead singer? We're like, oh, this one girl named Chastity. Shout out Chastity. She's dope too. She's from the Bay. She's a singer. But like, she was like way older than us in high school. We was like, we need some younger girls. So we were like, okay, Lonnie dope, Zendaya is dope. So we all used to rehearse.
That is insane.
At Dylan crib, and his dad's Dwayne Wiggins from Tony. And we used to be out there every day after school. And then her, who was we call her Gabby Wilson, who's her, she'd come play bass with us.
Oh, her.
Yep.
Oh,
the
wow.
artist, her.
Yeah.
She'd come play bass. You know, she's from Vallejo. She played bass for her dad in her dad's band. So sometimes he'd be jealous and shit like, nah, you can't play with us in the band. Whatever. But
that's crazy.
yeah, I used to be around all them, like, but I was strictly musician. You feel me? I wasn't even singing then. But like I was performing, playing drums, playing percussion, you feel me? And then like I got that scholarship at Berkeley, majored in music business management, and I had an internship in LA. You feel me? And like I was working for Harvey Mason Jr., who's actually the president of the Grammys right now. Like Harvey Mason Jr. is the president of the Recording Academy.
Right.
And I did an internship with him. And him and Damon Thomas, they used to have a producer group called the Underdogs. They worked with everybody. So I was just there on some like learn like studio management shit because you know my business degree was, you know, I was like, okay, like I can't just be a drummer out here. Like I did want to be a drummer. I was like, let me learn the business side of things. You feel me? My pops was on me, Nigerian, you know, really wanted me to be a lawyer, but I was like, that's smart though. Learn the business side of things. Yeah. And I learned a lot. But at that internship, I met this dude named Mike Daly, and he gave me like all the softwares for like recording and producing. And then that's when I was like, this shit is fire. Like I'm over there, like he has to help him manage the studio, like as an intern. But like I'm sneaking to rooms, like sneaking away from the interns. I'm like, bro, I ain't finna be doing that. Like what the fuck? Like I take this shit serious. Like some people like being interns for real. They'll take their job serious. Like, oh, I'm an intern. Oh, what do you need, sir? What do you need? That ain't me. I'm over here. What y'all in the studio?
What y'all doing?
What's happening?
What's right?
I'm up in there. Like,
I feel it.
That's how I put myself.
You got to be.
And, like, I learned so much. One internship changed my whole perspective and everything. That's when I was like, okay, yeah. Because, like, I'm telling you, like, they had Chris Brown pulling up. Everybody pulling up. You feel me? Like, and they writing hits. And I'm over here like, man, they over here writing and doing all this shit that I'm over here on tour playing as a drummer. I want to fucking make the music. And I was just like, I learned a lot from that shit. It was hella hard for me to go back to school. You feel me? It was hella hard for me to go back to school after that.
I feel it.
Because they was talking about, you should just stay, man. I'll get you some placements and all that stuff. It's like, man, you talented, man. I was like, I appreciate that. And I'm just now, I'm learning. I was picking it, going home. Literally what I was watching him do, I was going home doing the same thing. Yeah. He gave me auto-tune and shit, and I was just singing, through auto-tune singing, like really teaching myself. And then, finally taught myself, I was like, I gotta go back to school. I'm on full scholarship. Like, I went back to school, and like everybody was like, bro, what happened to you, bro? Like, you don't even come out no more. I didn't go to no parties. Like, I had just tasted LA a little bit.
Different mentality.
I came back to school, all the college parties and all that shit. I wasn't even tapped in no more. They're like, Henry, what you want? You can ask all my roommates. I swear. I'll call them right now. They'll say the same shit. Like, bro, like, you was in that motherfucker. We was at the parties. We come back. You still, like, producing and, like, recording. I'm like, hell yeah.
You want a different type of time?
Different timing, for real. And that's how I really, like, taught myself, basically.
That's crazy to, like, to just hear you just talk about all that.
Everything.
Wow.
But then I came to LA on some business shit, though.
Do you think, well, before I ask that, actually, what would be the most important thing you learned being in this business, in this game? What's the one? Let's say you talking to our younger generation growing up, R&B singers in the game. What would you? What was the one number one rule or best advice you would say?
Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Never change for nobody. For real, you gotta trust your gut in this shit. If you're an artist and you know the sound that you want to make and you know everything, You don't need validation from nobody.
Right.
You don't. Because at the end of the day, music is very, like, it's like,
Versatile.
it's versatile, but like music, like different people have different ears. Like this person might like it, this person might not.
Mm-hmm.
This person might love it, this person might not.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like you listening to one person's opinion and having that one person's opinion change the whole way you move is out. You feel me? Because a lot of people try to do that. Like they'll come at talented people. You feel me? And it's really like they'll really try to manipulate you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they make money, though. You feel me? They'll take advantage of you. You know, being gullible and different things like that. Like, I've seen a lot of people get taken advantage of.
I hear a lot of stories
because
like that.
they don't really know about the business. They just want to be a star.
Yeah.
You know
they get all stuck in these, like, contracts and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
but
hear a lot of
then
that.
they let other people's opinions take away from what they truly want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be too weak.
Mm-hmm.
You got to really trust yourself. You feel me?
Right.
And some people really like me, the same thing. Like, why this feels so good is because people try to make me be a writer. You know what I'm saying? And, like, when I came out here, they always love writers. They always want songwriters and everything like that. You feel me? They always want your records. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
They always gonna want that. There's nothing wrong with songwriting. Like, I feel like it's dope being a songwriter too. You know what I'm saying? But I always look at myself. I'm an artist. You feel me? People always try to bring me down. Like, oh no, you a songwriter. Ooh, like try to make me. Like, I think you should stick to songwriting.
Really?
And like, it's crazy.
That's
like
crazy.
somebody who told me who's like, man, I think you should. I just need more records. I think you should put. You know, you can always be an artist. Da da da. And it's crazy, like, he was in my face, yo, bro, I'm so proud of you. Da-da-da-da. Like, man, like, oh, I see you on this top best new songs on Apple Music. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, come on, bro.
Right.
Catting off.
Right.
Because you can't give people that power. Because if you let people have that power over you, they always going to have that control over you. Like, oh, just give me this record. Oh, you don't need that record. Just give me this record. You know what I'm saying?
That's how people get sunk into that.
But one day, I did a demo. And this would change everything. I did a demo, right? Sending it out to the artist. I ain't saying no artist's name. The manager hit me, was like, yo, can you recut this demo and dumb it down? He said dumb it down because you're intimidating the artist. Because the artist couldn't do it as good as I did it.
Wow.
And from then on, I was like, I'm about to be an artist.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm about to be an artist.
That is crazy.
Like, I'm out here, my sound is better than half the people that's
For
up
sure.
right now.
Yes, definitely. And I've heard some of your stuff.
Like,
He's right.
I'm coming up. I'm
He's
coming to
nice.
take it. I'm coming to take it.
I love the confidence you have in yourself.
I have
you
so much
gotta
confidence.
have it. You
I'm
gotta
coming
have
to
it.
take it. Like, it is my turn to be king.
That's right.
Like, people not writing. People not messing with me.
That's
I'm too
right.
talented for
That's
real.
right.
I play
Say that.
5 instruments. You feel me? I can produce, play keys, drums, bass. Like, I can write the hell out of records.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I can sing. You feel me? And I got a message. I'm one of the chosen ones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it. You want
It's
to give
that
me
time.
chills, man. That's right.
It's that time.
I have the same mindset. I feel like I have the same mindset. You know, you gotta be like that. You know,
It's
I'm
that
gonna
time.
make it.
It's that time. And I don't care who don't believe me or none. It's that time because I'm going to shine.
Exactly.
You can't dim a light that's meant to shine.
Exactly.
No matter how you
Yup.
try. You try to touch a light bulb, I'm going to burn your
What
ass.
God has for you is for you. Exactly. Right.
You feel me?
I'm ready. I'm ready to see it, man. For you, I'm ready to see it.
It's
And
that
I know
time.
it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
That time. I really been around some grace, you feel me? But, like, you can't rush it. It's all God timing. And He
Yup.
put me through this way to really see things differently, you
Yeah.
feel me? And I got a different message I'm going to spread.
Right.
He going to give me
I
that.
love it.
He going to give me that look in them ears because I'm going to spread something different, you feel me?
Yes, I definitely
You got to
do.
look out for your people. A great king looks out for his people. He's not selfish.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the type of person I am. I know too many people out here I thought was my friends. You feel me? That I grew up with. You feel me? Woo, woo, woo,
Yep.
woo. They don't want to see you win.
Yep.
But it's all good, though. You feel me? You seen Jesus, even when Jesus went through a lot. You feel me? I'm a believer. You feel me?
Mm.
God got me. Jesus went through hell. He had to carry a cross before he got hung.
Mm.
He never gave up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus was a real gangster. You feel me?
He definitely was.
He was a
most
real
deaf.
gangster if you really talk about it.
Man,
Feel me?
say that.
Never switched. Never gave up.
Mm.
Feel me? Come on now. And that's what it really is. Like, a king looks out for his people. I'm always going to put on for my folks. You feel me? I'm always going to put on for the people I believe in.
As you should.
The people that's working. I'll put you on
Right.
game. I went through the struggle. Why would I make you go through that?
Yep. And a lot
Why would
of
I make you go through the shit I went through? That's why sometimes I don't understand. Like, people, you really see people who got your back or not. Like, people you thought was really your homies. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you up. You know what the shit I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm on. You know what I mean? You can just tell me like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this.
Right.
Like, look out.
Right.
You feel me? But people ain't like that. But I'm here to change the narrative. You don't have to go through what I went through.
gotta
Why would
look
I?
out for each
Why would I
other,
make you
man.
go through what I went through? Watch you struggle with what I struggle with
And
when I know there's a different way. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand like why we have a hard time not being able to help each other out. Or
Nah,
why
but
we
it's
have a hard
gonna
time
change
helping each other
though.
out.
It's gonna change. It's gonna start with people like me and more people like minded like me. Because there's people out there, and that's the people I want to align with. I want to align with more people who think that way because we can actually make a difference.
Exactly.
We really can.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. You feel me? As long as I'm breathing. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I want to be around like-minded people and just really make a difference. You feel me?
And it's funny because I feel like I'm losing friends because of the same thing. They're just not on the same page. I feel you. And that's why I was over here so just captivated by what you were saying because it's like, you know, you was hitting home.
Come on, man.
So I feel it. Before we jump up out of here though, I just want to ask you, who would you say is one of your biggest inspirations or influences in the game?
In the game?
Yeah.
Like in the whole game?
Yeah. In the whole game.
Man, to be honest, like in the whole music game, like my biggest influencers, like as far as musically or like just anything.
Musically.
I mean, like honestly, like
or overall, period, just period.
Man, especially after like right now, lately, especially after seeing that Kanye documentary, I respect Kanye on a whole different level. Like as far as like what he's done of like, you feel me? No fear. Kanye not scared.
He's
feel
not.
Me? Can't have no fear in this, and that's one thing I really respected from him. You feel me? Like, and that really like changed my perspective a lot. Like, maybe people might call him crazy and everything like that, but yeah, a lot of smart geniuses is crazy. A lot of people go through it. My
daddy said the same thing.
You feel me? Like, a lot of people go through it. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, you feel me? That's why there's a lot of changes happening. People don't understand. Like, he might have like found his light again, his spark again, but people don't want to see him in that light. You know what I'm saying? People want to see him that way, so they'll rather try to bring him down than to see him, you know, really catch his light back again. Like since his, you know, his mom's passed. You know what I mean? But like, really, like, he's a huge inspiration. You feel me? As far as business wise too, because I got a lot of things up the works, and I'm doing business wise. I'm a businessman as well.
I think it's very important for a lot of people in the music industry to tap into that side.
You gotta be an entrepreneur out here. Yeah, you gotta be. Like, music is one thing. It's the way you communicate, the way you get more fans, the way you get to talk to the people. You feel me? Let them know who you are. But then it also opens other doors. You feel me? Yep. Because like, you're not just here for music. People you got people's attention. You're an influencer. Right. You feel me? Yep. And then you got your brand. Who is your brand? Who are you? What is your brand? What do you represent? Yeah. You feel me? It's not just the clothes. It's like what comes with the clothes. You wearing this. You feel me? Like, I'm making this. This is what this represents. You feel me? And you rocking that, like, oh, this is how you feel. Yep. Okay? Yeah. It's more than just like, oh, just creating this merch here, making this merch here. It's like, what is your brand? You know what I mean? And like, I respect that. Because you got to come out here. You can't just think like, oh, this is ours, just doing this music and stuff. I'm going to have some regular merch. Like, what's the meaning behind this merch? What's the purpose of it? Yeah. What's the purpose of you? What's your purpose? What's your brand? Yeah. You feel me? Because more than just an artist, you're a brand. You feel me? You represent your whole brand. Every business, every part of you that you're doing, everything that you're doing. You feel me? So, whether that's in tech, partnership with this company, it don't matter. Like, what is your brand? What do you stand for? You know what I mean? People don't have that. And like, everything outside that you do outside will affect you, like the little things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart in what you do and calculate your every move, especially how you want to be represented in this entertainment industry, and if you want people to take you serious in other areas. You feel me? Say that. Cause a lot of people are here flashing the guns and all that stuff like that. Like, look, all right, bro. When it gets to a point in time, like, you out now. Like, you done made it, bro. Switch shit up. Show how, like, what it's like to be out. You feel me? Show what it's like. Instead of, like, you got these bigger platforms and shit now, but you still talking about killing people and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. You done made it out. Talk about making it out and what it's like on the other side. Right. Like my bro C5, he got a song called The Other Side. Talk about what's like on the other side. Now that you out the dark. Yes. I wish that like that was embedded in more a lot of these rappers' heads, because it's like they continue to
to spread that same message. And then it goes back to, like I always say, it goes back to that younger generation who's coming up trying to do the same thing.
Trying to listen to that shit and do the same thing. It's a cycle.
Yes, and we're not
But
teaching
you gotta
them
understand, it's the most promoted.
Yep, it's the most.
Because they, they want us to kill each other, though.
Yeah.
They want us to kill each other. You feel
Want
me?
us
We
to
killing
kill out.
ourselves. The black community is killing ourselves.
We definitely are. They're so sad.
They're
to
killing
say that.
ourselves.
We are.
For real. We not lifting each other up. And you know the crazy thing is, if we all was standing by each other, we would be so powerful.
Yes, I say that shit all the time, man.
We would be so powerful.
We would be so. Oh my.
Like, bro, I have
goodness.
no hate. I have no hate against you, bro. No hate against you,
Right.
bro. I want to see you win.
Right.
Because we're at such disadvantage from the get-go.
Yes.
Just from the color of your skin. No matter if you smart or no matter if you not smart, no matter if you in this, no matter if you a lawyer or anything. Like,
we still.
if the ops see you, regardless, before you even open your mouth, he already judging you.
Yeah.
Regardless, before you open your mouth, we're all like, oh man, I was in law school. Oh man, I'm an English teacher. They don't care as soon as they see your skin. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm from Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians sometimes don't even call themselves black. Oh, I'm African. I'm African. There's some of them that's like kind of racist towards our own black people
And
in America.
I wanted to ask you about that. Yeah.
It's
Speak
real.
on that.
It's real.
Why is that? Or why do you think that is?
It's real because the way we act compared to the way we act in Africa. Like, the way we acting out here, it's like so different the way we hold ourselves up. Like, we really hold ourselves up like royalty because they know where they come from. But it's a difference out here when you brainwashed. They don't realize that it's like a culture gap. But me being in the middle, seeing it because my mom's from East Oakland. My dad's Nigerian, you feel me? So I see it. So my family didn't come out from Nigeria out here. They act a little like different, like they not black. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's because we're not educated.
Yeah.
We're not really woke. You feel me? We're blinded from what we see, from what they promote. They promote all the ghetto shit.
Yeah.
They promote everything like that to make us act like that. It's what you see growing up. It's what's promoted coming up. That's why we act like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's why we act like, oh, like they think it's all ghetto and all ghetto because that's what they promoted it as. That's what they categorize it as. You feel me? So like, that's how it is. And then they promote that heavy to make us like that. But then you see the difference. My family in Nigeria, that's not what they promoted. You got to understand, Nigeria was colonized by the British back in the day. So everything's like UK proper. So you understand, sometimes you meet a Nigerian, sometimes he bring in that UK accent. You know, like trying to act like they sound like UK. Like, they brought up different. They're not seeing all like that, all the shit that we're promoting here in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of them, they come out here, Nigerians come to America and they popping. All my cousins came out here. You feel me? They smart as hell. You go out there, they smart.
Yeah.
They young. I go up in there like, I was in the class up in Nigeria because I was over there in the summer. I used to be over there for months. My pops would take me over there. Kids get beat if they don't know their multiplications. What? They
That's
smart. They so smart. That's when they come out here, they get the opportunity. Like I said, like, we take a lot for granted. They come out here with everything. We have everything out here. They come out here and they eating, getting rich.
Yeah.
All my cousins got tech jobs, millionaires.
That makes so much sense.
They all came out here and eating. And I see the difference how I came up. It's like, wow. And it's supposed to be like America. You know what I mean? Like, it's so poor the way they teach us.
Yeah, yes.
They don't teach us nothing.
Yes.
Teach us the history, some history that didn't even happen. Taking credit from what the black man made, or this, she made this, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know nothing. We don't know no better. We think all this history of the white man, all this history. So we thinking like, man, what did the black people do? What did we even do? And all they showcasing us is all this hatred shit, drugs and shit of black men, all in the movies. So that's when all the tourists and everything come. We want to go to the hood. All the tourists, you hear this of people like, oh, like, they look at us when we go overseas and stuff. Sometimes people ask, oh, want to act gangster, yo. They change their whole persona when they come at you. What's up? How you doing? I had them like, oh, yo, like, because that's what they promoted. I'm over overseas. I'm over here, Berlin. Talk to somebody more like, yo, like,
wow,
what's good, bro? Like,
they came at you like that?
Yeah, like, you feel me? They gonna do that because that's what they see.
Yeah,
But that's the difference,
portrayed.
though. That's the difference between being here. It's because what we're seeing growing up and what they promote the most out here. You feel me? Compared to what is in Nigeria, when they bringing them up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, they not seeing none of that like that. It's black people together, working together, black businesses everywhere.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I guess
that's why they come out here proper. Like I said, because they were colonized by the British.
Yeah.
They come out here proper. So they more like uppity than what we coming out here. But really, it's because we'll be the same way. We'll be so smart. We'll be if they didn't just promote this so much, like the stereotype that they have of us. You feel me?
Yeah.
And market it so much.
This and everything you're saying is, big sole reason why I started this podcast is to just show that, how you said people come at you because of how you look and they're like, yo. But,
automatically.
Yeah, but the whole reason this is to show that my black man is just not what people look at the outside, not how media portrays it, just, as some gangbanging thug. Like my black men are not just that.
But that's what it's thought of, though.
Yeah.
And that's why we have that every time. Automatically they think you're a rapper.
Yes.
You're black. Oh, I'm coming. I want to do like a little music video. Oh, I don't know. There's no smoking here inside here. There's no this here or this. You know how they be doing their voice. There's no this here. I'm like, all right. Like, as soon as you walk in the store, on your neck.
Yeah.
No matter what, on your neck.
Sad.
Can I help you, bro? You asked me, can you help you 8 times, bro?
Right.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I want, and I know what I'm going to buy. And they be so surprised when you go actually buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Instant. But
man, you.
But it's crazy though. Like, look, like honestly, you go out the store right now. It's a black dude. It's a white lady. A black dude just bought some. The white lady stole some. They both walk out the same shit, and the ding 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 go off. Who you think they stopping?
Of course, black man.
Exactly.
Did you?
But the black man bought it.
Did you see the dude who I want to see was the director of Black Panther?
Oh yeah, come on now.
That
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah. Yes.
Feel me? That's
I
another
would
example.
Sued the shit out of them.
Another example.
Like, that is ridiculous. Just
you see the whole thing that happened with the same thing with the family who got the house.
Oh,
they put all that money into the house.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yep.
And then like it appraised way lower than from what they bought it from, low key.
Yeah.
From all the money they put into it. He said, I put in over $200,000 into this house. So then her friend, they reappraised it, but they had like a reappraisal date, and her friend came in and switched all the photos to her, and her friend was white. And it doubled from what they was looking at.
Wow. Yes, I remember that.
That's crazy again.
That, and then recently there was another incident with a young black lady. Her dad gave her a check for her rent, I believe. And I want to say it was maybe like, the check was maybe like $30,000, maybe a little less. I don't know. He gave her like for rent and some other stuff. And they basically called the cops on her because they thought it was a fraud check, and like, they didn't trust it. And her dad had just given her that check. But of course she was a black girl, young black lady. But it's just a shame how we still get treated to this day. It's sad.
I mean, it's never. But you think about it, it's never gonna be changed. It's never gonna change.
It's
never. I tell people it's like
it's
you
never
understand.
Gonna change.
Like, we're not from here. It's just not our country.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our country. Yeah, we built this country. It should be our country. You feel me? But it's not our country. It's not where we come from. You feel me? You remember Marcus Garvey? What he was trying to do? He was trying to get everybody back to Africa. That's why they killed him.
Yeah.
We leave. If we leave, this whole country gonna fall apart.
Most deaf. And
you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, like, that's why I say it's so important to know where you come from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so important to know where you come from. It's so important to want so much more.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yes. I swear, man, you've been hitting everything on the nose because I feel like as of lately, like I just be screaming at, especially to like some of my friends who I said I feel like they are not on the same page, and I feel like I'm getting distant from them because of that. But I just feel like we have to want more. I want so much more for myself. It's just you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be. I gotta get it.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, like, it's like we can't limit ourselves because that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Berkeley High School. I could speak on this now that I left. I don't even care. Like, Berkeley High, people need to know about B High. Like, I was in B High, they had all white classrooms. It was categorized in different schools. It was different classes at B High. I could speak on this. Like, I swear, I bet nobody ever spoke on it. It was like different schools in B High. B High had like 4,000 kids. School was popping, like you see in the movies. Like our high school was popping, like just like the movies, like crazy. But it's categorized, like they have different schools. IB, which is the top school, AC second, and then they had Green Academy, and then Cass and like an art section. You feel me? I was in Green Academy. They just put me in there. They placed me up in there. And then Kaylani transferred too. Kaylani, she came to Beehive. We both went to Oakland School of Arts, and then we both transferred to Beehive at the same time. They put her in Green Academy too. So it's like majority of the white folks was in IB. And in IB, you get to take all the AP classes, and you get opportunities to take courses at UC Berkeley. Up the block. You feel me?
That's crazy.
All the people part of the program. I must have went in that class one time. I just looked and I was like, it's all white people in here. All the black people was in the lower schools. They don't really teach us nothing like that. We didn't even have no opportunities to get no AP classes like that. You feel me? I swear.
You're dead ass.
I swear. You
and
can't
this
make
was
this
recent.
Up. Berkeley High,
like a
California.
few years. That is insane.
You know what I'm saying?
That should sound like something like out of a movie from years ago.
But it's real though.
That's
it's
crazy.
Like they're not gonna give us, like I'm saying, like they're not gonna give us the opportunities.
That's
like that. Opportunities not gonna be given to us like it's given to every other race.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Like that's why like we gotta want so much more, but we gotta want so much more. Like we need more tech we need more black people in tech, starting tech companies. We need more black people like at the top, executives. We need to think more executively. Yes. That's what Nipsey was bringing to us.
Yes.
No matter where you come from, you can still be executive. That's what he was showing. No matter your circumstance, no matter how you brought up, it's how you carry yourself. You executive because you carry yourself like an executive.
Yes.
You feel me? Don't belittle yourself and be what they want you to be, the narrative that they've already written for you since you was born. You got to want more. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's really it. And we have all the resources to get it. There's no excuses no more. Like it's not like they can't hinder you no more. That's why they're gonna want to put more marketing in all this, the gang shit and all that shit. They gonna put more marketing and they want more eyes with that shit.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yep.
Because of that. You feel me? But like now with all the technology we have, there's so much more that we could do with our lives. It really is.
Yeah.
And once people see that and once we show that, that's when it's really gonna change. You feel me?
Man.
And I feel like we on the way though. We on the right path.
I think so too.
We're on the right path.
We're progressing. I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to get up out of here. I just gotta say I had more than amazing time listening to you and having this conversation and conversion, all that. It was such a pleasure.
Yeah,
and
appreciate you for having me.
Your mind and where you at is just it's incredible to see. And so thank you once again. You guys give it up for my man, Henry Young Black King from Oakland.
On everything. Stream my turn and be king and everything.
Go ahead and tell the listeners about all that.
Follow me at Young King Henry. I'm Young King Henry on all platforms. You feel me? And yeah. Oh, Henry, thank you for having me. Oakland, Nigeria, we in here.
That's right. And once again, my name is Deasia, and we are out.
Sacrifice, I had to change my commitment. No matter how I try, I can't outrun all these feelings. Only alibi is all the love I'm concealing. Oh, you already know.